It's wonderful to be naked, but at some point you're going to have to go outside, whether it's to procure food or just to check the mail. At that point, you're going to need some clothes, and we've got you covered. Check out epicpants.com, the most wonderful assortment of clothing and other things. Are you thirsty? We've got glasses. Do you want to open a bottle? Holy crap, we can help you do that. Do you want to trim your whiskers? Well, I'm sure if you put several of the things together in our store, you'll figure it out. That's epicpants.com. Go there. A short 15-minute trip from Portland proper will bring you to Retro Game Trader. And if you like old games and old systems, and if you want to see some systems you've never seen before, you really need to make the trek. Retro Game Trader is not just a store filled with tchotchkes and gaming memorabilia and games and systems. It's also now an arcade/community center. They kept calling this a community center because it's really more than just an arcade, and this is fully funded by the game store next door. So one of the focuses of the arcade is to give people a place to come and hang out, and also just it's a really nice place for you to come and meet people. There's game nights. You can do everything from Dungeons & Dragons, Magic, board games, you name it, you can come here and hang out and play. So if the few arcades are not enough, they've also got a couple of MAME cabinets that have like a gazillion games in them. And if that's not enough, you can come over to a couple of big screen TVs and sit down and play emulators. And they've got pretty much everything. You pay one fee, sit down, hang out, have some food, and play every game that you never played before. Or maybe you have and you just want to come and hang out and play it. They've got the usual suspects, like, you got your Xbox and your N64 and your old Nintendos and all that sort of thing. But they have more consoles than I've ever seen, and some consoles that I've only seen on the internet. Sitting right there under the glass, I was like, whoa, what is that? Of course, they've got the Panasonic Gamecube, and that's the one that has the full-size DVD player plus the small disc insert in the center. A gazillion old Ataris, ColecoVision, you name it, it's there. They also had the Japanese-only 64DD. It's a disk drive attachment. A lot of you guys are wondering, what was this extra connection on the bottom of my N64 for? Well, that's a disk drive. It was only released in Japan in 1999, and they had one here. They also had an Apple Pippin.
I'm going to come here and find a PC game. 4 floppies. This is Sega Nomad right here. You put a full-size Genesis cartridge in there. So you have your entire Genesis library. Yeah, there it is. And it's also got, full controls for all the newer games that had the, ABC and the XYZ on top. And it still has that crappy feeling D-pad. You can plug this up to your TV with this AV out right here. So you just sit there on your couch and play it on your TV. This is your controller. So next door, we come over here. There's like arcade machines everywhere. What's up, Andrew? How's it going?
Howdy, how's it going?
So this is like a community center? This looks like an arcade. What does that mean?
Well, we have the arcade machines, obviously. These are all available for play. They take quarters. But we also have a bigger space back there with tables and chairs, board games, TVs, and we run events every week. We run a Smash Brothers event once a week on Saturdays. We run a retro wrestling night once a month where we just watch old pay-per-views. And anyone can make an event as long as we have the free time and you have the want to do it. You can just come down and schedule it with us. We want a place that people can go in the community because there's not a lot of stuff in Beaverton where people can just go and hang out and have a good time. There's stuff in downtown Portland, there's stuff further out, but we don't have a place here in Portland where people can just come together and enjoy a good time.
I want to talk about some of these machines here. We've got a gazillion games. How does this work and what do you have on the inside?
This one's very simple. This is a Neo Geo 4 slot that we put a multi-card in. There's 161 games on this one. It's pretty much most of the Neo Geo library.
So you only using one slot in there just with the 161 or whatever card, 100 and whatever card?
It's easiest to do that way because then the select game doesn't do anything, but if you hold down this left button for long enough, you end up at the select screen.
I've destroyed the machine. All right, so we got our...
So here's our select screen. You got all the King of Fighters. You can go up and down or left and right to skip a whole page. And then eventually you'll end up at the Metal Slugs, which is my favorite one.
Right.
And then of course the Samurai Shodown, which I was told that you were a fan of.
Yeah, Samurai Shodown 3 is one of my favorites. I actually like 4, even though people complain about the combo system and everything, but I like the characters, it's like... and then over here you've got a different one, so what's this one?
This one, if I remember correctly, just has a, Pandora Box 4 in it. There's more like 650 games in this one. You have all kinds of stuff that was never released in the United States. Really cool stuff in here like Windjammers and...
dude, let's get Windjammers, come on.
I feel like it won't be much of a challenge at all, honestly.
Trash talking already.
2-point goal for me dropping it.
That's good.
Thank you, sir. Samurai Shodown next time.
Coming back for this. We've got a whole hodgepodge of Lego and non-Lego in here.
Yeah, we label them at the top. These are the Lego compatibles,
Yeah.
obviously. Since Lego's a little expensive, but we like to have the option. And then of course we have the real Lego over here, your original blocks.
As they mentioned earlier, but now we're gonna actually show it off, there is a huge selection of board games here as well, ranging from, you know, your kind of basic-y fun stuff to Munchkin, all the way up to like extreme tabletop stuff like Hordes, Warhammer 40K, things like that. So you said that you have like an actual pretty good group of people that come in here regularly to play board games and stuff?
Yeah, every Wednesday, or almost every Wednesday, we have a board game night where we just take some of these out of here and we play it with people that show up, or I have more board games in the lockers in the back there, the personal ones that I know.
So what's your favorite out of here? Do you have a favorite?
I don't know. I really like Blue Moon City, sort of a basic tile flipping game that's semi-cooperative, but I really like things like Catacombs. I like things like Star Realms. I like deck building games.
Okay.
Into the Echo Side, or even like Blood Bowl Team Manager right there. And then of course I'm a big fan of the miniatures games, Warhammer, 40K, Mordheim, that sort of thing.
The best thing about this place is the Hero Quest game system board game.
We actually have a board game down in here that one of our customers made. He dropped it off so that we could demo it and show it off. You can pick this up on his website, but it's just a basic fun tile placement game where you're trying to meet certain requirements to pick up your tiles, and your opponent is playing down your color, and then you're trying to play his tiles to pick up your own tiles. Very basic. It comes in,
So is he hand making
Little
these?
Tupperware, yeah, it looks like.
as far as I know, up to 4 players. And basically when it's 2 players, you know, each person would have a color, and you would have, you know, the spear requires that one thing is touching it. So if only one thing is touching it, you can pick up the spear. But if 2 things are touching it, you can't pick up the spear. So then you have to figure out how to get rid of either this or this to pick that up. And then you get points for each point on the end of the weapon. So what Logan's playing right now is one of our Retropie Arcade consoles. It has 8,000 games on them, and you can come in and play those. We charge by the hour on them, and you can bring your friends and just play on the fighting games or anything else on it. It's got NES games, Super Nintendo games, Virtual Boy, Game Gear, all kinds of crazy stuff. So if you ever wanted to play the Virtual Boy without burning your retinas out, you certainly can.
So Retro Game Trader is more than just a game store, and it's really worth the trip if you're into any of the stuff you've seen in this video. Let us know what you think in the comments, and we'll see you guys later.